who should do coaching in your organization, I think it's different from company to company. But immediately you got to start by saying, a lot of people say everyone. If you want to create a culture of coaching, everyone should be doing coaching. But then I asked a CEO of one of your portfolio companies in the room, hey, how often are you going to do coaching with the BDRs? And he kind of smiled, but he did say that I'll meet with him once a month in a meeting. He'll do a meeting where they talk about what's going on in the world and stuff like that. And I said, that's great. I said, would you, Fred, be willing to, instead of doing that meeting, actually do some call reviews with them and work with them on that kind of a thing so it's a little bit more tangible to their job? And he said, yeah, absolutely, I'd be willing. Your immediate management group should be, but the thing that's tough about the immediate managers coaching is a lot of times there's this hidden agenda. There's a little bit of the boss-subordinate relationship that gets pulled into it. But there are, if you're a good coach and you want to coach and you're capable of coaching, you can do it. I find that peer coaching can be fantastic, but you have to provide the structure for the peers to do the coaching. So you have to have that. Now, some interesting answers that came up in the workshop, and I'd never thought of these before, is they said, customers. Get one of your best customers to essentially coach you on how to go and prospect. And I said, geez, that's brilliant. I'd never thought of that before. Or you could also go talk to channel partners or people at other organizations that are peers but non-competitive. So for example, one of your portfolio companies at OpenView, the BDR manager goes and spends some time coaching someone in a different industry altogether, and you do a little bit of a swap. So when you're thinking about this, the most important thing is, number one, you stick to the 3 to 5 hours per rep per month. All right, so that has to happen in a structured way somehow. Number two, think of the idea of skip level coaching, which is not direct boss coaching, but the boss's boss. So my business partner will coach each of our BDAs 1 hour per month. It's a 30-hour per month commitment to him, but it's a good commitment. It's a really good, solid commitment. Because people will say that that is the most valuable time they have in the course of the month. There's a high level of engagement. So whatever the answer is for you, you can also have sales enablement training. You can have third-party people that all they do is coach. Again, I talked about that team visibility becomes a great way to do that, or other call recording things because you can do it remotely. But the point is that you have, you make sure that practice is as productive as it can be. Practice is sacred. Looking at the call coaching scorecard and looking at the calls and reviewing the calls, there's a process for it. It's repeatable. And I said to the golf pro in the room, I said, when you work with your people, do you have some sessions with the people you're working with that are kind of, you mailed it in on? He said, yeah. I said, do you have some that are very productive? Yep. And he said, we try to follow a process every time as a coach to make them as productive as we can possibly be. So who should do the coaching? The answer is culture-wise, as many people as you can, so long as they're willing to and able to and been trained on how to be a coach. Hi, I'm Steve Richard from Vorsight. I'm one of the co-founders of the business, and you can reach me at srichardv.